Hello, gorgeous. Hello, all my angels. I know this is a late upload, but I had to get it up for you guys. Nonetheless, as you can see, we are in a bit of a different background. I figured I'd switch it up. I'd be festive with this ugly Christmas sweater that I totally got last year. But as promised, guys, this video is going to be answering all my DMs, or most of my DMs at least. And I also posted a poll on my Instagram where I asked you guys to ask me questions, which I did screenshot, so I will be looking down a lot, reading off my phone. Before we get into this video, I just want to thank you guys so much for 2K, guys. It's been 2 weeks and the A-team has hit 2,000 subscribers. I am so speechless, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, which you should, because that of course will be right here. Do not forget to do that, okay guys? Follow me on Instagram. Comment on my photos. I definitely always comment back. I definitely always interact with you guys. I love interacting with you guys. It means so much to me that you guys are supporting me on this journey, and I feel so blessed, and I know that I say thank you all the time. So if you follow me on Instagram, you see that I'm always posting saying thank you, thank you, thank you. But it's just because I just want to express my gratitude towards you guys that have been supporting me from day one, which was like a week ago. So without further ado, if you guys want to see me answer my DMs, then please keep watching. Mwah. Okay guys, so let's see. Also, I did make a promise, just so you guys know, that I'm not going to be naming anyone's names because I do want to respect the privacy of some people that have DM'd me something a little personal. I don't want to say their name. I just want to read, you know, what they wrote. So someone said, what do you do when your man starts taking you for granted? How do you make him see your worth? So, it depends on how long you've been in that relationship, and I'm assuming for you it's been a while because you're saying that he's starting to take you for granted. I'd start doing my own thing. I'd start going out more. I'd make myself more busy so that it seems like you have less time for him and see how he reacts. Or you can simply approach it, since this is an old situation. You can kind of talk to him about it and say, you know, hey babe, I've just been noticing that I feel like you're not really giving me that much attention anymore. But I definitely go with option number one first and see how he reacts, because based off of his reaction to you being more busy, that will tell you a for sure answer if he cares or not. It's just that cut and dry. If he doesn't care that you are not seeing him as often, he's not checking up on you as often, that means he's already checked out and he's probably doing his own thing. So that is a sailing ship. So I would try that first. And if you feel like it's really bothering you still, then I would definitely talk to him about it as well, because it definitely is a conversation that needs to be had. Another person said, how do I spend money but not get broke? Okay, so how do you spend money and not get broke? Okay, that's an interesting question. I would say, of course, you know, you want to catch things that are on sale. There are, especially as women, there are so many different sites that we can use that are not expensive, that we can still get clothes from and still look decent. You know, I am the type of person where there are certain things that I do like to spend more money on, like jeans. I find I like to spend more money on because I keep them for longer and I really care about the fit. But for items like shirts, I tend to be a little bit more lenient, and as long as it pretty much looks good and it's pretty good quality, then I will wear it. There are places like, you know, Zara had a really huge sale recently where they were 40% off, and items were like, I'd say from even $10 to $30, you know. And, you know, of course you have sites like, you know, Shein, but I personally don't order from them because I really am iffy on the quality, and I kind of deem that as, you know, a waste of money. But if you are someone that also likes to do thrifting, if that's sort of your thing, you can always jazz up a piece. You know, if you go thrifting, they have very inexpensive things. But realistically, to answer this question, you need to budget yourself. You need to make sure that you're setting aside, you're not spending what you don't have, you know, and you also need to gauge if you should be spending on certain things. Of course, if you are a student and you have, you know, a little job, you can't expect to buy, you know, Louis Vuitton and designer things because you just don't have it like that. I think it's just really important that you have proper knowledge of how to spend your money, and you can still look very classy and very nice without breaking your bank per se, okay? Should I boss up when the boy that I like wants to act right, or should I get back with him? Okay, well, this depends on the personality. I'm the type of person where I'm gonna boss up on you regardless, okay? And I'm not taking you back because I'm the type of person where, especially when it comes to relationships, if you have taken me for granted, you will not get that privilege by me ever again, you know? I'm leaving. So, you know, and you're saying that he wants to act right. It's like, okay, so you're giving him that access to, hey, I'm more confident now, or I've switched things up a bit. Do you want me now? Like, that's how I kind of perceive that. And I personally would not take him back. I would boss up and move on. That's what I would do. So he lost his chance by the simple fact that he's clearly not acting right, because you said, if he starts to act right, should you get back with him? No. The answer is no for me. Of course, and I just also want to state this disclaimer, guys. Anything that I say, you guys, of course, do not have to follow my advice. This is solely my opinion, and I'm basing things, of course, after my own experiences. But by no means is what I say, you know, set in stone or gold, and what works for me may or may not work for you. What works for the next person may or may not work for, you know, me. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind, because I know that I have been getting a lot of DMs, people saying, hey, I tried this and I tried that, and, you know, I don't know if, like, you know, it's gonna work here or that or there. And I'm just thinking, oh gosh, like, I'm giving you guys, you know, my advice based off of my life experience and the knowledge that I have. But I don't want you guys to be, you know, upset if something, you know, may or may not work for you per se. So another person said, how should I set standards? What should I and shouldn't accept? This is a whole nother video on its own, babe, okay? What you should never accept is anyone that's rusted, dusted, and musted. You should never accept a dusty and a rusty. You know what I mean? You should, of course, set standards at all times. He needs to be respectful. He needs to be taking you out, you know, to not decent. He needs to be taking you out to nice places. He needs to show that he is a man courting you and paying for everything. No 50-50. No, oh, I got the bill this time because I'm going to show you that I'm a boss. No, that's his responsibility. He's supposed to be taking care of it. There's always standards to be set and standards to be met. You know? What are your personal standards? You know, aside from he should be paying for everything, aside from he needs to be respectful of you, aside from how is his interaction with you when he's spending time with you? Is he on his phone? Is his phone on the table when you guys are going out? What is that interaction like? So to answer your question, to set standards, you simply discuss them or you say certain things. If you're going out, you know, and you act like you are the prize, because babe, you are, you know, he will automatically know what to step to you with. This is why I always say, ladies, dressing classy, speaking well, you know, is very important, because it cuts down the losers that will approach you. You know, automatically based off of your appearance, they know what they can or cannot bring to you. It doesn't mean that they won't try to bring some, you know, basura, but for the most part, it does cut down the losers. So setting standards is all about how you are acting, how you are dressing. That kind of sets the tone already. So he knows, you know, dang, I know I can't kind of pull this sort of thing, you know? I'm 19, never had a boyfriend. Do you have advice for when I get in a relationship? Okay, guys, so this is gonna sound a little bit, you know, I don't know, but I have to be honest with you ladies. When you are this young, I strongly suggest that you date guys that are your age and you fall in love at least once. Why? Because as I've mentioned in a previous video, certain struggles in life you cannot skip. You cannot skip falling in love once, getting your heart broken at least once, ladies. And I know that that's tough to hear, but no one skips this process. You know, maybe you won't get your heart broken, but you'll have a little bit of disappointment. It kind of is, you know, a balance, and it's just something that we all need to endure and experience, whether we are a man or a woman. It's very important that you have that normality before you start to, you know, level up completely. You're very young, you're only 19 years old. I would say the perfect age to start really getting into this would be 21 in terms of leveling up and, you know, seeking guys that, you know, obviously are men of means. It doesn't mean you can't do that at 19 as well, but I would definitely say have more of a, just a normal relationship, you know. You're 19, you know, you just graduated high school, you know, last year. So I would just definitely, you know, take it slow. And especially being that you've never had a boyfriend before, you just have a regular normal relationship. You know what I mean? I don't want to say don't have too many expectations because, you know, we shouldn't just settle for anything. Can I tell you? But I would say that, you know, just dating guys, you know, your age and just falling in love at least once, you know, just going with the flow, because I promise you, whatever lesson you learn in that relationship, you're going to need, and you're going to take it into your next relationship. So it's going to make you smarter and wiser. We all make mistakes in our life, and that's inevitable. So you need to be able to have that, you know, experience of falling in love at least once before you start to, you know, start your sort of leveling up journey where you're starting to, you know, have like different types of guys and stuff like that. I hope that answers your question. Can you do a video on how to let go of people who let go of you? Friendship fallout without closure. Oh my gosh, this is actually a great topic. I know for me personally, I am the type of person where closure is very important to me. But the older that I've become, I realize that you're not always gonna get it, and it's gonna suck, and it's gonna hurt even more when people just suddenly start changing their behavior, or they treat you a certain way because they feel as though they could, or they feel as though they can. It's very hurtful. There's going to be more times in your life, you know, unfortunately, where people are going to do things to you and they're not going to give you that closure. They're not going to explain themselves for whatever reason, because we are all doing the best that we can according to our level of consciousness, right? So my best advice for that is you have no choice but to move on. There are people that are not going to give you an explanation. And you know what? Your job is to say, you know what? Fine, it sucks. Cry about it if you have to. Release those feelings. Process those feelings. But don't, you know, dwell on it where it's stopping your life and you feel like you can't trust other people or you don't want to be friends with anyone else. You have to just leave people where they are, because that has more something to do with them than you. If you've been friends with someone for a while and they feel like they don't owe you an explanation and just fall out with you and don't give you any sort of closure, that person does not deserve, you know, anything else from you. And sometimes being a good person, we have to take a lot of hits and a lot of bullets, because we wouldn't simply do to people what they would do to us. But that's just how life is. Remain, you know, humble. Don't let life jade you. Don't let life's experiences jade you. It's important to still keep our moral integrity, our moral compass, and that's what matters more than anything. Leave them where they are. Okay? Can you do a what's in my bag level up edition Boss Chick Essentials? I love this idea. Oh my goodness. I'm definitely going to do that. Okay, girl, I need advice on being a virgin. It's something I struggle with. I'm 20 and I feel lame at this point. Babe, there is nothing to feel lame about. about being a virgin at 20. Whatever your reasoning is, whether you are doing it for religious reasons, which is very important, or whether you are doing it because you simply haven't found the right person, losing your virginity, no matter how old you are, well, it does matter how old you are, but especially at 20, you know, you've made it a lot, you know, a decent time, you know. A lot of people have definitely lost it well before then. So if anything, I congratulate you on that and keeping that. For whatever reason that you have made it this far, I definitely congratulate you on that. I don't think that it's something that you just throw away and give to anybody. You have to be very wise, and you have to also trust the person, and you also have to ask yourself, why are you doing this? If you are doing this for religious reasons and you're waiting till marriage, then that's simply what you need to do, and that's what you believe, and I respect that and I admire that. If you are someone that is not doing it for religious reasons and you just haven't found the right person, you are not supposed to just rush it and just give it to whoever because, oh my God, I'm 20, I shouldn't be a virgin by now, everyone else is doing this and I'm not. That's not how it works. Because that's a very special thing, and that is something that once it's gone, you will not get it back. So you want to be very wise in who you're choosing to give that to. And not for nothing, I mean, I'm just throwing this out there. People are selling their virginities these days for like $1 million. So I'm just saying, I'm not advising you to do that, but I just have to throw that fun fact in there. I didn't even know this. Like, I just heard that people are doing this. I don't know the website, so don't even ask me. I have no idea where people are getting this from, but that's just what I heard. Okay. God bless your growth. I just wanted to know how to stay confident when you don't feel so. I want you ladies to know that confidence is not something that you're going to feel all the time. I'm not someone that's confident every single day of my life. Am I confident more times than not? Yes, I am. But don't get down on yourself when you feel as though you're not feeling your best. What is it that you don't feel confident about? Is it your physical appearance? Is it that you're insecure because you know that you're very shy and you don't like to talk to people that much? What is it? Identify what it is that's making you feel insecure, that's making you lack that confidence. I think that's very important to identify what the reason is. And once you figure that out, then I'll be able to advise you more on how to be confident. You know, of course, it has a lot to do with your mindset. Your mindset is definitely very important. You know, and being positive, thinking positively. But I know that depending on your situation, that's not always easy to do. A lot of people say, think positive, speak positive, and these things all are true, and these things all matter. But if you're in a dark place in your life, and you just can't seem to think those positive thoughts, you have to identify, why am I feeling less confident? How can I overcome this? You have to identify it to be able to have a solution. Does that make sense? Okay, whoa. Someone asked me, should I have an abortion? I cannot answer that under any circumstances. That is entirely your own, you know, that's up to your own discretion. That is your personal thing. I would never advise anyone in regards to this subject. I would never advise anyone in regards to this subject. That is completely, you know, subject to you and your own personal life. Being single, dealing with a breakup, sis. Okay, being single, babe, you're single. Go out, have fun, date guys. Dealing with a breakup, unfortunately, sucks. Of course, we've all been there. But the best way to get over this person is to simply replace it with other things, and not just one other person. Multiple people, date around, date 3 guys, like go out, have fun, enjoy those free dinners, enjoy meeting new people, enjoy seeing what that loser couldn't be, okay? You are single, okay? Be happy that you were single. There are plenty of people in this world that are probably married and all have multiple, you know, different circumstances, and they wish they could be single, okay? I'm just saying. Skincare, hygiene routine, and how you get your teeth so white. So skincare routine, I don't really have that much of a skincare routine, I feel like. And I personally I don't know. I don't feel like my skin is that good, but I guess if I get more requests on it, I'll definitely do it. Hygiene routine, oh my gosh, I definitely should do a hygiene routine. I know someone else also asked me for a feminine hygiene routine. So these types of videos definitely are coming for you guys. Do not worry. And as far as how I get my teeth so white, my teeth are bleached, and They are also very sensitive. Sometimes they've gotten a lot better now, but I do bleach my teeth. So that's how they also are very white. I don't drink coffee really that much, but I do drink a lot of tea. I, of course, sip it with a straw, and I also use a certain brand of toothpaste, which is called EcoDent, and I will for sure be putting that in the description box below so that you guys know the brand and that you guys can purchase it if you want. It's kind of like toothpaste powder. It's kind of like the charcoal stuff, but it's not black, it's white. But that's what I use, and I've been using that for years, and I don't use anything else. How to get your teeth super white. I noticed yours in your videos. I was thinking, wow. So I just answered that question, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Places or websites to get good wigs. So this wig that I'm wearing now is a custom wig made by my hairstylist, Mark Anthony. I will put his information in the description box below. He's located here in New York. And the hair that I'm wearing is Galaxy 5000. The hair is amazing quality. However, it is extremely pricey, but you do get what you pay for. It's very thick and luscious and absolutely incredible, and I do want to order more hair from them that's a lot longer. So that's what I'm wearing. I would say a good website, my friend's website, she sells full lace wigs. I don't know if it's full lace wigs or the type of wig that it is, but you can wear it in a ponytail, all of these things, and she pre-plucks the frontal for you and all these things, and she is very affordable, so I will also be listing her in the description box below as well. As far as ordering wigs, I only order my wigs, all of my wigs are custom made, including this one, but my full units I only order from my friend Dom. So I only order from basically 2 people. So it's Galaxy 5000 hair, and I also order my full wigs, the ones that I wear in a ponytail, from my friend Dom. So those are the only 2 places that I personally, as of right now, are using. So that's of course what I would suggest. How to be content being single. Babe, like I said to the other girl, date, see other people, go do online dating if you guys want, you know? If this is something that you guys want, you know, if you guys want to enjoy your life being single, because as I have mentioned in other previous videos, you will spend majority of your life with someone than you will without someone. Enjoy this time. Be free. Do you know how many people wish they were free and they were single? It's honestly, being single really is being content, and it really stems down to, it boils down to loving yourself enough to know that you are valuable. You do not need another person to make you complete. That's kind of what I'm getting in this. You have to understand that you are the prize, babe. You don't need someone else to, you know, validate how you feel about yourself. When you put your faith in people, I'm a Christian, so of course I'm going to relate everything to God. If you put your faith in people, people will fail you every time. I don't know if you are religious. I don't know if you are a Christian, you believe in God, but I do. And I do not put my faith in people all the time. And it sounds easier said than done. And of course, babe, it is. But you can't do that, especially when it comes to men and relationships. We're all at different stages in our lives. We all have things that we have to deal with and encounter. And people do things for different reasons because, again, everyone is doing the best they can according to their level of consciousness. So as far as being content and being single, go out, date other people, boost your confidence by seeing, oh, this person thinks I'm beautiful. I also feel that I'm beautiful. Oh, this guy thinks I'm beautiful. He said that he likes, you know, he loves my eyes, and different things like that. You'll start to see that other people are finding beauty in the things that you may have overlooked. There's a lot of ways to be content being single, babe. Being in a relationship, of course, it's great, it's comforting, but it also has ups and downs because that's a part of a healthy relationship. So it's not everything. You understand? How can I get guys to notice me? And sis, I am not ugly at all. It's like they're not into, oh gosh, I don't even see the rest of this question. Okay, so I'm going to answer the first part. How can you get guys to notice you? What are you wearing? Where are you going? Where are you meeting these guys? How are you carrying yourself? You know, these things all matter when it comes to getting guys to notice you. Do you have a nice perfume? Do you have a nice scent that you're wearing? You know, all of these things factor in. Especially if you're not ugly, babe, then it's easier for you to attract someone's attention, you know? That's why it's good to have a nice scent, dress very nice, classy, always, feminine, all these things. Congrats for growing so quickly on YouTube. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. How to reinvent yourself. Oh, babe, this was in a previous video of mine. You have to watch it. You know, when you're reinventing yourself, it's always best, you know, to start going to the gym, because not only will you look good, but you will feel good as well. Eating healthy, drinking more water, you know, reading more books, becoming educated. These are all ways to level up physically and mentally and to reinvent yourself. You know, start dressing different, change your hair. You know what I mean? I have personally changed my hair 1,000 times over. And the older that I became more, you know, just conservative with my look. So there are plenty of ways to reinvent yourself, babe. Okay? How do you keep things hot with a partner after being together for years? So the longest relationship that I've been in was 2.5 years. So, and I was fairly, you know, young, because I still am young. So it depends on how long that you guys have been together. I mean, they say that acting as though you're dating your partner, never stop acting as though you're dating your partner. So have designated nights where you guys are going on dates, you're surprising him with his favorite meal. Guys love food. I mean, who doesn't love food? You are dressing very sexy, you know, when he comes home, things of that nature. You know, always look your best, you know, and just, you know what he likes. Just do whatever it is that he likes, you know, to spice things up a bit. Maybe couples massage. Yeah, just things like that. Like, I feel like those spice things up. Couples massages, and making sure that when he comes home, you cook him his favorite meal, you know, even do like a dinner night, go to like a Broadway show. It really boils down to, you know, how well you know that person and what you know that they would like to spice things back up. You know what I mean? Clearly, for things to be spiced up, you have to do something you didn't do. So if he comes home and you're in sweats all the time, don't be in sweats. If he comes home and you know that he likes this special meal, cook that special meal. If you know that he's really stressed and he's really tense, book a massage for you guys. Boom. What products do you use for your brows? So I actually do use Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, but as of late, I ran out of it, or I lost it actually. And so I've been using eyeshadow. I've been using the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I just use whatever random brown that I find, but I have to go pick up some more Dip Brow from Sephora. How do I overcome my shyness and build my self-confidence? I feel so socially awkward. Okay, so do you have friends? Like, I'm asking on a serious note, I'm not trying to be funny. If you have friends, right? How are you able to meet those friends? You know what I mean? Overcoming your shyness, obviously the only way to do that is to not be shy. You have to go out and talk to people. And it's very nerve-wracking, but it's very easy depending on if you are, let's say, a social drinker. Not encouraging drinking, but if you are a social drinker, that loosens you up a bit. You're at the bar, you know, you start a conversation. Let's say you see a girl that you want to be friends with. Oh my gosh, I love that top. I think I saw that, you know, last week, and I was debating on getting it, but now that I saw it on you, I totally think I should get it. It is so gorgeous. Oh my God, I love your shoes. Where'd you get it? Oh my God, you smell amazing. What fragrance is that, if you don't mind me asking? Or, hey, like, this is my first time here. Do you come here often? Like, little things to start, you know, a conversation. Tips on how not to care about what others think of you. By the way, love your videos. Thank you so much. How not to care what others think of you. Guys, honestly, this is very much easier said than done. It's very, you know, difficult to not care what others think about you, especially, you know, when you are someone that is a social influencer and you're putting yourself out there and you are, you know, putting yourself on a platform where anyone at any given moment can ridicule and rip apart anything you say, your personal appearance. People always have things to say that are negative about you. This is just the society that we live in. I would say that that boils down to, once again, self-love, which will give you confidence, which will allow you to know that you have value within yourself, and that makes it easier to not care what others are thinking about you. Also, there's a book that I'm reading now called How to Un-F Yourself, something like that, by Mark Mason or Manson. I will also provide the link to that in the description box below for you guys, and that's also a very good book, to have to read, because it also teaches you to not care so much about things that don't matter. And so much times we put so much effort and emphasis on things that simply do not matter. You know what I mean? And we have to really weigh that out in life and say, okay, is this going to matter in tomorrow? Is this going to matter in 5 years? And really, really evaluate that in our heads and understand that if the answer is no, then there's no reason to spend more than 5 minutes upset about it or giving it attention or your energy. As long as you feel confident within yourself, genuinely, and you love yourself, self-confidence and self-love, genuinely. It's so cliche because we throw that thing around like confetti, but it's very true, because I genuinely feel like I'm at that place now in my life where I genuinely have self-love for myself. I genuinely have confidence. Yes, some things that people say may hurt me for a nanosecond. They may hurt me for a day, but for the most part, I don't let things get to me that much, because especially being on the internet, I have to have tough skin. There's always going to be people that have opinions about you. That's just life. We have to understand that, and we move on from that. If people choose to not like you for whatever reason and you're being the best person that you can be, leave them where they are, okay? How did you and Love your natural meet? So Paige and I will do a separate video on this, on how we met. So that's a separate video within itself. So we'll definitely do a video on that. How do you keep your teeth so white? I already answered that question. What do you do for work? P.S. I love you. You're extremely intelligent and I can relate to you so much. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I love you too. I currently do makeup. I freelance for myself, and I don't know how much longer I will be doing makeup, but yeah, for the ladies that live in New York, I do makeup. So if you want your makeup done by me, I will of course be providing my email, or you guys can simply just DM me on Instagram, and you can like set up an appointment with me or have a one-on-one class with me, because I do currently at the moment do makeup. So I was talking to this guy, we had sex, started talking for a while, and after that fell apart mutually. But now we're dating and I don't want to have sex with him. I'm celibate. How do I tell him even though we had sex before? Whoa, this is good. So, okay, it all boils down to you guys are adults and you have to have this conversation. It's not easy, and I completely understand where you're coming from. You have to sit down with him and say, honestly, babe, I know that I did make this decision before and we did have that connection, but for me right now, I just want to slow things down a bit. I am at the moment celibate, and I genuinely feel like I really want to work on having a strong emotional connection with you before I take that step again moving forward. I understand that we already did do this, but for me, to have clarity and for where I am at in my life right now, I feel it's best for me to make this decision. If he's either gonna accept that from you or he's not. There's no two ways about it. If he chooses to take what you said and run with it and be like, okay, well, I don't wanna be with you then you have your answer. You know that he only wanted to be with you for that, or he got back with you for that. If he chooses to be understanding of that and chooses to go at your own pace, then you know that he actually does care for you, okay? What is your go-to scent? Also, what are your thoughts on buying yourself a diamond ring? What may a guy think? Okay, so my go-to scent right now is Baccarat Rouge 540, which is in Neiman Marcus. If you guys look at some of my comments, I don't know if any of you go through my comments, but I have mentioned a couple times the perfume that I do wear at the moment, and I did see some people comment on Paige and I's video on her channel that I didn't want people to smell like me, and that's why I was being so secretive about it. and all this stuff. And I was thinking like, oh gosh, like, I can't believe people took me not mentioning it as I'm being secretive. I personally am very open about giving information and helping you ladies, and I do not feel like that at all. This perfume was not invented for me, and why would I want to stop anybody, any of my ladies? This is a positive channel from smelling good or feeling their best or wearing a certain, you know, outfit because I have it. That's not what this channel is about. If you're going to be on social media, I understand what it is that I signed up for. I understand that there are going to be things that I, you know, will be sharing, and I'm pretty open about that. I would never hide something as small as a perfume. You know what I mean? Like, that's ridiculous, okay? So, as I said before, I wear Baccarat Rouge 540 from Neiman and Marcus. I do wear the Extract too, but I like the regular one way better. The Extract is more expensive, and it's in a red bottle, and the other one is in a clear bottle, but I like the regular one way better than the Extract. Also, in regards to buying yourself a diamond ring, so I do know that you guys see that I do wear diamond rings. I changed the hand that I wear them on because I started noticing, I think someone commented and said they don't understand why girls wear rings on their left hand if they're not married. And I do understand that point, but I also don't want to put myself in a position where I have on a ring and someone sees that and, you know, I push away a potential candidate, you know, and for some reason that just like jarred my memory in that sort of way. And so I was like, okay, I'll just wear it on this hand because I like rings and I like diamonds. So if you want to buy yourself a diamond ring, I say go for it. I don't think a guy's gonna have an issue with that as long as you know, don't put it on your left hand to pretend as though you're married, which is not what I was doing. I actually wore my ring on my left hand because I feel that left-handed people are special, and I am personally left-handed. So I wasn't wearing it because I was pretending to be married, but whatever your reasoning is, just wear it on a different finger other than, you know, your ring finger, the finger that you get married on. How to overcome a serious long-term relationship after infidelity, but you're still in love. Okay, so it's very easy to say that cheating stops love, but unfortunately, I personally believe that if you are not married, you know, if you are just in a relationship with someone, why bother going back to someone that, when you can start something new with someone who may not do that to you? You understand what I'm saying? It's not easy to overcome infidelity, but you have to look at it like, in order to get over it in a serious way, you have to put on this thought of, I'm offended. I'm offended that you would step out on our relationship, claiming that you love me, claiming that I'm valuable to you, claiming that I'm special to you, and this is what you would do. You have to have that type of energy so that you think to yourself, okay, I don't deserve that. I deserve way better than that. And the fact that you can step out on our committed relationship and go sleep with, you know, whoever, that's offensive to me. And you think I should take you back? No. To overcome that, it's the simple thing of dating. Start dating immediately. Even if you, and of course you really still will care. You could go on a date with a guy and be like, oh my God, I don't want to be here. Like, all I'm thinking about is Jason. Screw Jason. He's done. He's over. He's canceled. He did what he did. He wasn't thinking about you when he decided to lay down with Stacy. I'm just saying, okay? So you need to go do your own thing. I'm not saying go sleep with people. I'm saying date other people. Get your mind off of that. Be emotionally unavailable to ponder about how reckless Jason is. That's what you need to do, babe. Should I be worried that my man doesn't want to hang out with me outside? 100%. If your man, that's not your man. If he does not want to be seen with you in broad daylight or outside in general, he's hiding you. He's hiding something from you. He's also hiding you. It's over. That is not your man. Should I be suspicious if my man doesn't let me go through his phone even when I'm with him? Yeah. I don't know where people get this rule from of, oh, I don't go through my man's phone. If I want, you should not be nervous and on edge if your phone is in my hand. You can sense that energy, ladies. If you have, you know, your boyfriend's phone in your hand and he has that nervous energy of, hey, give me my phone back. You know, like, why can't you just use your own phone? He's hiding something. Think about this general statement. If you don't have anything to hide, then why would you have any nervous energy? It's just that cut and dry. You know, he's hiding something from you. And this is the same girl that asked me if he should be worried, if she should be worried if he doesn't want to hang out with you outside. You are not in a relationship. He is hiding you for a reason. And he's also talking to other people. I don't even know him, and I know that's what he's doing. You know, the way you do your makeup is so beautiful. Love your videos as well. You have such a beautiful personality. You are my virtual bestie. XOXO A-Team. Yes, XOXO A-Team, and thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, now I'm going to go into my DMs. Jeez, I have a lot. I definitely can't answer every single one of these because this video is going to go on forever. Girl, can you make your own video about attracting money? Oh, no, rich men in the corporate world. I want to hear you talk more. Okay, I already made a video on that, babe, so you have to go watch that. That's actually the 2 videos before this one, I believe. Love you, girl. I love you too. Your tights have no marks. Might sound weird, but I need a body care routine. So again, I will be doing, you know, some sort of like hygiene routine, body routine. Don't worry, that stuff is coming. Hey babe, I wish you had a consulting business so I learned from the best on how to be a classy rich lady. Love your YouTube videos. Oh, thank you so much. I mean, honestly, guys, who knows what the future is holding for me at this moment? I think that that's the direction that I'm heading in, because when I tell you that all of a sudden this became such an interest of mine that I became so passionate about, I think this is definitely something that I will start to do in the near future. Some sort of consulting business where I can do phone calls with ladies and, you know, even do one-on-one sessions with ladies and help give them advice tailored to their own personal situation. So thank you so much for the suggestion. I definitely am gonna be looking into that. Love your skin tone and color. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm already obsessed with you. Here's my question. I'm 20 years young and I'm the party type. I had my ups and downs with men, and now the older that I get, I can't force myself to fall for BS. Of course, my type has been hood rich men, but now that I'm turning 21 in a few months, I don't even like to entertain hood guys, because to be honest, they're full of ish. They don't even want to treat females right. They look at all of us like bees. With that being said, how do I change my preference in men? Okay, so there are definitely men that have that sort of, you know, rough edge, that rugged edge to them, very masculine edge, that are still in the corporate world, that are still very well educated, and that are not selling drugs on the street. You have to understand that to change your preference, you have to understand that you deserve more than, you know, Day and them, you know, who's selling drugs. You understand what I'm saying? Changing your preference has to do with your self-respect and what you think that you deserve. I know for me, when I think about myself, I'm thinking I would not date a drug dealer because I'm definitely, I value myself way more. So if in terms of preferences, it's about, okay, I prefer to not date someone that I could go to jail for, or that's bringing danger into my life and that has this sort of risky lifestyle that isn't attractive to me. To change your preference, you have to genuinely change yourself and say, okay, what am I doing to attract these types of people, and how can I change that? Changing your mindset of what it is that you think you should be accepting. That's how you change your preference. Okay guys, this is a bit of an adjustment for me. So I was recording on my camera and my memory card that I use is filled up. The space is all taken out. And even when I delete stuff off of it, it still keeps saying that there's no space. So please, I apologize for the quality change. I am now recording on my laptop, and I can't record on my phone because I need my phone to read the questions for you guys, and my iPad is not charged. So yes, I do apologize for the quality change. Bear with me. But as I was saying before, it's very important that you value yourself, that you change your standards, and that you meet those standards so that you can alter what you're accepting in your life. If you change and you become more sophisticated, classy, and you level up, you're not going to go for the drug dealer, because you know how much hard work and dedication it takes to be a respectable person, to be a classy person. you're not going to just accept these hood guys into your life anymore because you know what you're coming with and you know that you have value. Okay? You are so pretty. Please teach me how. Aw, thank you so much. Teaching people how to be pretty, per se, that's very different. That's an interesting request. I think that everyone has their own unique beauty. It's up to you to learn yourself and your features and what you want to accentuate. Hey, I love your channel. I just wanted to message you about some topics I would love for you to talk about. Dating etiquette, like what to talk about. How many times should he pay before I do, if I should at all? I'm going to stop you right there. Never should you ever pay. Okay? That's that. What to wear on different dates, places to go with guys who have money. Where do you meet rich guys? How to show interest and not be shy when talking to guys in public. Those are just a few. I'm sorry, guys, I'm trying not to cough right now. I'll inbox you when I think of more. I really took your advice with buying nice perfume, and oh my gosh, I've been a guy magnet. I watched How to Attract a Rich Guy video, and I'm so glad that you did it. I saw your tips on where to meet rich guys. I guess she DM'd me, and then I ultimately ended up answering most of her questions. So the only thing that I feel like I didn't really answer yet is maybe dating etiquette. And also, I have to do a video on where to meet rich guys. And in terms of how to show interest and not be shy when talking to guys in public, if you're shy, the answer is no. You are not going to get anywhere in life being shy. Closed mouths don't get fed. It's about being smart. It's about, you don't have to be the loudest girl in the room. Of course not. But you have to learn how to work the floor, like I said. And working the floor, you have to be, you know, a little seductive, cute, things of that nature. Being shy does not give you anything. You know, you have to step outside your comfort zone. And unfortunately, when it comes to not being shy, the only way to not be shy is to do the opposite of being shy, to put yourself out there. That's how you literally stop being shy. Hey Asha, I'm so happy you created this channel. It helped me so much, and it's only the beginning. Also, I love your personality and your realness. Please don't ever delete your channel and keep going. I'm from Germany, so sorry for my English. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, and I'll never delete my channel. Hey, I know this is off topic, but I love your shirt. I just needed to get to know that. I needed to let you know that, and I personally don't like being nicknamed food items. So again, this is all the more reason why you guys should follow me on Instagram, because I posted what was on my mind. This guy that I went on a date with, you know, the guy that I told you guys I was going on a date with, that is another story time, ladies. I'm going to make a story time on that, okay? He was calling me Caramel Sundae, and I'm not into it. I'm not into that, you know? And I think also I'm not into it because maybe I'm not into him, so it's like, no, okay? Right. Hey girl, first of all, how are your teeth so white? So I did answer that question already. I get my teeth bleached. Here's another DM I have. Hey Asha, I love your videos. I want to level up, but I fear how men will view me. I suffer with halitosis and armpit odor. I've gone to the doctors and tried many products. I online date, and most men want to go out on dates. I usually avoid it. This week I'm going on a date. I plan on doing Mira Dry and eating raw vegan to stop the odor. How do I remain confident during the level up process? Thank you for your time. Okay, so it seems to me that there's definitely some sort of detox that needs to happen. And sometimes in the detox process, it gets way worse before it gets better. I think eating a raw vegan diet for however amount of time is very, very good for you, because it seems like there's a lot of toxins in your body that's causing a lot of odor. So also, for those of you that don't know, I am into holistic nutrition, and I'm on my own health journey as well, and my own level up health journey, getting fitter, losing weight, and things of that nature. And I eat a plant-based diet also because I do believe that dairy, aside from the fact that it scientifically does cause mucus in the body, it also causes odors. So you definitely want to eliminate that completely from your diet. And I'd also say I heard that if you put lime under your arm, and also apple cider vinegar under your arm, that also helps to eliminate odor. Of course, I don't know how bad that is for you, but I would definitely try those holistic alternatives and Googling more holistic alternatives to get to the root of the problem and not just mask it with some sort of extra strength deodorant. And that's not solving the problem. That's just masking it. And eating a vegan diet, clean fruits, vegetables, things of that nature will really help release that. You need to also try going into saunas. That will also help release toxins and bad odors out of your body because you're sweating that out and eliminating that more. Drinking more water, alkaline water, which will also help to get rid of any other excess toxins in your body. I'd also eat more greens, get more green powders, because that way you're also eliminating, doing through number 2, which will also help relieve some odors out of your body as well. In terms of the breath situation, you should check out Anthony, the medical medium, which I will also list down below. He has so many alternatives. I very much believe in everything that he stands for in terms of health, healing disease, bad odors, bad breath. He has articles on all of these things. He also has books as well, and I've purchased all of his books. His latest one is called Liver Rescue, and it talks about a bunch of different disorders in the body and what to eat and how to overcome those things. I strongly suggest that you check him out for any issues that you may be having in regards to that. It definitely does have something to do with your diet. I will let you know that right now. So eating this raw vegan is definitely going to be good for you. Asha, always serving looks. Yes. Aw, thank you so much. Hey Asha, what is your signature perfume, please? Love from London. Hello, London. How are you? So, okay, my accent totally sucks, but I've always wanted to go to London. It's so crazy. So I mentioned it before already. I do wear Baccarat Rouge 540 from Neiman Marcus. Do you think you could make a video over young girls such as 18 and up being insecure of their virginity? I'm 20 and I feel like I've had struggles with this, feeling like I'm being left out and I'll never lose it. Plus, I've never had a boyfriend either, so it can just make me feel hopeless at times. And I know other girls feel the same way. So this is the same girl, I recognize you, that asked me that question before, which I did already answer. Do not feel insecure about being a virgin and being 20 years old. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You should not be just, you know, busting it wide open just because for your age's sake. That doesn't make any sense. Your time is your time. Your beliefs are your beliefs. You need to stand by that. People need to respect that, and there's nothing wrong with that. In regards to not having a boyfriend, to make the playing field a little bit easier for you, I would suggest possibly online dating, because then you automatically know if the person swipes left or does whatever they do, that automatically that person is interested in you, and you can, you know, start going on dates and start interacting with more guys. Can you do a get to know me tag? I absolutely can do a get to know me tag. I probably will be filming that or posting that sometime during this week. I think that would be really good. Hey, I have a question. I'm 14 and all my friends have boyfriends. They lost their virginity too. Not everyone, but the most. I don't want to lose my virginity, but I would like to have a boyfriend. Just to have that feeling, you know, just to go out to the movies and stuff. I know relations are not always fun, but I want to know, but I just want to feel how they feel. I'm not doing it for them. It's pure for myself. But I'm fat. I'm not going to lie. Boys don't approach me, and I'm scared to approach them as well. What do you think I should do? I love that you're real and straight to the point. I'm going to lose weight, just not for them, but for myself too. But of course, I just want to feel more confident and beautiful. My question is, why do you think they approach my friends but not me? So there's multiple factors here. So for one, you are very young. 14 to me is very young to be having a boyfriend personally, because the things that come with having a boyfriend, I don't feel that being 14 you are ready for. You know, our frontal lobe, right, which is the part in our brain that helps us to make informed decisions, doesn't develop fully until you're 25. I'm not even 25 yet. This is why the younger you are, the more irrational decisions you make, and the older you are, the more wiser the decisions you make. You are not capable of making wise, conscious, rational decisions at 14 years old, babe. You are not. I would not rush into having a boyfriend. These 14-year-old girls that have these boyfriends, it may seem cool and all these things, but it's not. You know, I understand wanting a guy friend and wanting, male companionship, but you are so young. You have so much more to go. And I know I sound like an old lady probably to you saying, you don't need a boyfriend, da da da. I'm telling you, 14 is not the age because boys' hormones are raging like crazy at that age. You don't want to get pressured into doing something that you are not going to be ready for and you are regretting. 14-year-old boys are not looking to marry you. They think they're looking to marry you. They think that you're going to be together forever. But as soon as you guys graduate and you go to college and he goes to college, that is over and done with. So I would not be in a rush to have a relationship. Instead, use this time being 14 to start glowing up. Start feeling better about yourself. If you don't feel good right now and you're not feeling beautiful yourself right now, having a guy by your side is not going to make you feel more beautiful. It will in the beginning, and then if he knows that you are insecure about your weight or whatever the case is, he's going to begin to use that against you, and then your confidence is going to go even lower because you're putting a little bit to a certain degree, and because you are young, and we all do this even being grown sometimes, you put your, confidence into how that other person is making you feel, and you value that so much. So when you lose that person, you completely lose yourself, and you don't know where to start, and all these things, and you kind of set yourself up for being in a unstable relationship because emotionally you weren't equipped or confident enough when you were stepping in. Does that make sense? I do not condone having a boyfriend at 14 years old by any means. I'm sorry. I just can't condone something like that. But of course, this is just my advice, so you don't have to listen to me. I definitely do think that if you feel like your weight is a challenge for you, because being overweight is not easy and getting healthy is good for how we process our thoughts. Mind, body, and soul, everything is connected. I would definitely start looking into, working out more, eating healthier, things of that nature. I definitely do think that's what you should be doing. Diving into how to become, smarter, fitter, healthier by the time you're 16 and 18. That way, when you're 18 and you start to, you should start to, date and entertain these guys, you feel more confident. You've spent the last 4 years upgrading yourself mentally and physically, so that you start to feel beautiful, and these guys are not only going to approach your friends. I don't know your friends personally, and sometimes guys are approaching your friends maybe because they, for whatever reason are more, faster than you are, whatever the case is. Like, there's so many multiple factors. I can't tell you specifically why guys are approaching your friends more than you, but I can say as a general rule, being overweight, it doesn't matter. In society, it's very difficult to be overweight sometimes because you don't feel your best and you don't feel as healthy. You know what I mean? If you feel that you need to lose weight, then go do that, babe. There's so many free resources on the internet that can provide you with workout plans, meal plans, and things of that nature. If you are someone that is overweight, but you enjoy being, overweight, you enjoy being curvy, and you don't feel like that stops you, that's beautiful too. I'm stating my opinion, and I think that being healthy and being the best version of ourselves is what's going to help us feel more confident and genuinely, value ourselves and not make excuses for, being bigger or putting people down for being smaller. Or even if you are small, you shouldn't put people down that are overweight because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what got them to that stage. It's important that we all encourage one another to level up in every way, shape, and form. Congrats, girl. I always knew you would inspire people one day. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're my new YouTube mom. I love your channel. I love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. No disrespect. I think you look like Trina. If you guys go through my channel, you will see that so many people comment on my channel saying that I look like Trina. I look like Trina. I get this all the time. I get it so much. Hey girlie, I recently discovered your YouTube channel, and in watching your 5 things in 2018 has taught me. And I wanted to ask for some advice. Hopefully you see this. So much love. I hope your channel becomes known and it grows because you deserve it. So she didn't write down what she sent, what she wanted me to give her advice on. But if you see this, hello, you can DM me again and I will answer your question. Hello, Asha. I'm so glad I found you. Just started building my career and myself a few weeks ago, and I think you were the plus motivation I needed to keep it up. Thank you so much. Love your vibes, your styling, your positivity. Love you. Love you, spread. God bless you. I guess that was a typo. I love you so much too. God bless you too. And thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I'm so glad that you found me too. Someone commented saying, my hair, where did I get it? So I am the type of person, guys, where anything I mention, I always put it in the description box. I always do. I put a lot of effort into my description box, providing resources for you guys that I mentioned. So make sure that you guys please read that so that it avoids me being repetitive, or it avoids people being angry thinking that I am ignoring them and I'm being secretive. I always answer, you know, my questions, and I also always make sure that I provide whatever resources that I'm mentioning in my description box below. And the hair that this girl was talking about was from my friend Dom's line as well. So of course that is in the description box. I love your personality. Keep doing you. Thank you so much. You're so gorgeous, and I love the fact that you promote being classy. It's very, very important that our generation of girls know that it means to have class, to carry themselves like an intelligent young lady that they are meant to be. I love it. I love it. I love it. Keep progressing, love, and keep the great motivation, quotes, ideas, and inspiration coming. Mwah. God bless you, hon. Mwah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll answer one more. I'm so happy that a woman of color is sharing feminine elegance and class characteristics. Sincerely, on behalf of all of us, thank you so much. This sector is lacking in so many women of color's lives, young and old. I personally don't have any female figures to look up to and receive this type of advice from, so I have to find what I can online. But again, thank you so much for stepping up to the platform. I look forward to supporting and growing with you. Oh, thank you so much. You guys literally make me want to cry so much. I've actually been documenting my process on how fast I've been growing on YouTube, and you know, even as recent as yesterday, I broke down and I started crying because this is something that I've wanted all my life, and I feel so blessed and so grateful that I'm getting so much support and it's well received. And I just always ask that God gives me discernment and the right thing to say so that it's, you know, well received, you know, amongst you guys, that I offend little to no one as much as possible, because I do understand that we live in a very sensitive time, you know, especially now, where people take offense to anything you say. Even if you have a disclaimer, people are still going to drag you through the mud, and I understand that this is what I signed up for. But again, just thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. And guys, that is the end of this video. It's such an interesting video. I went from camera quality to webcam quality on my iMac, but it's completely fine. Nonetheless, I just wanted to leave you guys with this long video so you guys can watch this, you know, before you go to sleep, because I don't think anyone has work tomorrow because it's Christmas. But I just really am so thankful for you guys and all the support. Do not forget to turn on your post notifications so that you guys are aware of every single time that I post. And also do not forget to, of course, subscribe to this channel, become a part of the A-team. We are growing so fast, guys. My next goal is 5K after this. So yeah, guys, we're gonna see how fast we can get there. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you that take time out of your day to congratulate me, to DM me, asking me for advice, all of these things. I am so honored and thankful that you guys would even ask me for any advice in any area of your life. And I genuinely appreciate all the support and all the love on this channel. And that's why when I, you know, comment to you guys on my channel, I make sure that I set aside time to my best convenience, and I write these responses, you know, from my heart, because I want you guys to know that I genuinely do appreciate you guys. Do not forget, of course, to follow me on Instagram, and that, of course, will be in the description box below. Comment on my photos, guys. I always comment back. I will comment back, I'll heart back. I'm very interactive on my Instagram. So make sure that you do follow me. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. I wish you guys a very, very happy holidays. Merry Christmas if you do celebrate it. And Happy New Year, because that just goes, you know, hand in hand. Even though I'm sure you guys will see more videos from me by the time New Year's comes. Guys, New Year's is around the corner. 2019 is around the corner. And you guys are changing my life. I need you guys to know that every single person, every all 2,000 plus of you right now. You guys are changing my life, and I am forever grateful for that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. You guys are my angels. You guys have really saved me, and I will be posting a story, you know, when I get to probably around 10K of how YouTube has changed my life, and it means so much to me. Thank you guys so much. I love you, and God loves you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah.